Craig Vernon, C-R-A-I-G, V-E-R-N-O-N.
What makes this case significant is the fact that this pineapple picking program started in about 1971 and carried on for about 22 years. And it was a situation where boys were recruited primarily from southeastern Idaho and Utah and brought over to Maui, where they'd spend almost a year at a time working the pineapple fields. And it's essentially a joint venture between Maui Land and Pine, who owned the land, Youth Development Enterprises, which was the main recruiter that picked the boys up, and also the Mormon Church. Part of the program involved not only picking pineapples, but also a type of homeschool program, as well as mandatory religious services. And as most of the boys were Mormon, they would attend religious services there on site. In this case, the perpetrator, his name is Brian Pickett. And Brian Pickett was not only the boys' boss, so to speak. He worked for Youth Development Enterprises in Maui Land and Pine, and he was their supervisor during the pineapple picking program, but he was also the branch president. A branch president in the Mormon Church is like a bishop in the Mormon Church. And so Brian Pickett was placed in this position of trust, in this position of authority, in this position of power, not only by the Mormon Church, but also by these other corporations. And he used that in order to groom the boys and manipulate the boys and eventually abuse the boys. Back in April of 2012, the Hawaii legislature created a new law that gave victims of child sex abuse 2 years to come forward and seek justice. That window closes on April 24th of 2014. And so that's why the timing of this lawsuit is very important. If there's other people out there who were recruited here in Utah or Idaho and sexually abused or molested, the time is now.